Good morning, everyone. So last chapter we ended up with circulation, body fluids and circulation. Next is chapter 19, excretion. Now study in detail about excretion. What is excretion? Process of removal of metabolic waste from body is known as excretion. Metabolic waste, the waste which is produced as an end product of metabolism or metabolic reactions which take place inside the body. What is metabolism? Metabolic reactions we have done earlier, still I would like to define it again. Metabolism is all the chemical reactions which take place inside any living body. So these can also, all the chemical reactions can also be called as metabolism or metabolic reactions. So the end products of those reactions which is considered as a waste, removal of that metabolic waste is known as excretion. Some students, what happens? Some students get confused between excretion and defecation. Excretion is removal of metabolic waste and defecation is removal of undigested solid waste from body. Defecation is removal of undigested solid waste, particularly in form of feces. That is defecation. So these two are related but different terms. Now let us study about different modes of excretion. These are different ways of excretion. Different organisms, they excrete different metabolic waste from their bodies. Accordingly, excretions are of these many types. Let us study all these types in detail. Ureotelism, uricotelism, guanotelism, aminotelism and ammonotelism. Let us study these all types. Ureotelism is what? It is the process of removal of urea from the body. In ureotelism, urea is excreted from the body, and in uricotelism, uric acid waste is excreted in the form of uric acid. In ureotelism, urea is excreted as a metabolic waste. This ureotelism is particularly done by humans. Examples, the organisms who do or perform ureotelism, they are humans, earthworm, starfishes. And uricotelism, it is a process of removal of uric acid from the body. The organism who perform uricotelism, here you can write humans also, again, and insects or birds. Humans, insects and birds, they excrete uricotelism. Next is guanotelism. Guanotelism, when guanine is excreted as a waste. Guanotelism, guanine is excreted as a waste. What is guanine? It is actually a nitrogenous base. So when guanine is excreted, that is guanotelism. The process of excretion of guanine from the body is guanotelism. This is performed by birds. Next is aminotelism. In this aminotelism, amino acids are excreted as a waste. Amino acids are excreted as a waste. Write some examples of the organisms who excrete amino acids from the body. Examples are molluscus. Examples are molluscus, the organism who belong to phylum molluscus. And in ammonotelism, ammonia, the poisonous substance, is excreted as a waste. Ammonia. In ammonotelism, ammonia is excreted as a waste. Examples of ammonotelism, the organisms who perform ammonotelism, you can write earthworm and protozoans. The organism who belong to phylum protozoans. So So these are about the modes of excretions. Here are some other terms related to these modes of excretions. Let us study ammonotelism. It is a process when ammonia is excreted, and ammonotelic are the organisms who perform ammonotelism. Means earthworm can be called as, earthworm is a ammonotelic. Protozoans are ammonotelic. Similarly, aminotelism is a process of excretion of amino acids, and the organisms who excrete amino acids, they become aminotelic. Only you have to word aminotelic. Similarly, guanotelism, and the organisms who perform guanotelism, they are guanotelic. Organisms who excrete uric acid, they are uricotelic. Organisms who perform ureotelism, they are ureotelic. These are about the modes of excretion. Next is dual excretion. From the word itself only it is clear. Dual means two. When organisms excrete two types of waste from their body. There are some organisms, some exceptional cases, who excrete two types of waste either simultaneously or in different situations. So that process of wasting two types of waste is called dual excretion, and the organisms are dual excretory organisms. Examples are earthworm and hemorrhoids. Hemorrhoids, they excrete urea and some amount of uric acid also as a part of their metabolic waste, and earthworm also excretes two types of waste, urea and sometimes ammonia and urea. So this is dual excretion. So this was all about, we have studied types of excretions, types of organisms on the basis of what waste do they excrete, like ureotelic, uricotelic, ammonotelic and dual excretion, along with examples. And along with these topics we have studied different types of waste which can be excreted, like urea can be excreted from the body, ammonia can be excreted, amino acids, guanine, these all. Now next is, what are other metabolic waste which can be excreted from the body besides these all waste. Let us study other types of waste. Other metabolic waste which are excreted from the body, these are sweat, sebum, bilirubin or biliverdin pigments, spices, vitamins, keratin, drugs, carbon dioxide and bile salts. These all are other metabolic waste which are also excreted from the body in some other forms besides or along with nitrogenous waste. Sweat, it is excreted from the body in the form of water which includes some extra salt, and it is also a way to excrete or remove heat from the body. So there are some specific glands found in our body which help us to remove sweat from the body. Those glands are known as sudoriferous glands. These are glands which remove sweat from the body. Next is sebum. It is oil which is excreted from the body in the form of waste. This is particularly found in our ears. Sebum, a oily wax, yellow colored wax which is found in ear, that is sebum. It is excreted by special kinds of glands found in ear. Those are sebaceous glands. Those glands are sebaceous glands. So sebaceous glands, the glands which excrete oil from our body in the form of sebum or oil. Sometimes you might have seen people saying that, complaining they have oily skin. Oily skin means a lot of sebum, oil is wasted from their body. Bilirubin and biliverdin, these are the pigments formed in the liver by the broken hemoglobin of dead red blood cells. When worn out, broken or dead RBCs move to the liver, the liver breaks the hemoglobin. So these end products are formed by the breaking down of the hemoglobin inside the liver. These are bilirubin and biliverdin. These both pigments are excreted from our body along with the urine. That is why urine is yellowish in color. Sometimes the people who suffer from jaundice, their body turns yellow. That turning that yellowing of the body is due to the accumulation of bilirubin inside the blood. So bilirubin and biliverdin, spices we consume in our diet, a lot of spices, cardamom, onion, garlic. So excess of these spices is excreted from our body in the form of urine or sweat. And vitamin C is also excreted in the form of urine. Vitamin C is excreted along with the urine. Creatinine is actually a highly energy molecule which is formed, which actually is stored in the body in the form of ATP. So excess of energy, when it is not needed, it is released as a creatinine. And drugs, when we consume a lot of medicine, so these drugs are also released from the body along with urine. Carbon dioxide, this is released from the lungs with the help of nose. And bile salt, a pigment which is formed by the liver and stored in gallbladder, this is also released along with urine. So this was all about extra or other metabolic waste which are excreted along with urea, uric acid, mono or amino. So this was all about today's topic. Next we'll move on to hymen excretory system, that we'll study in next video.